Okay, well, our next guest, this is super cool. Buckle up. He's preserving family history and making it easy for you too. There's a new map system where you can register history. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool. Graham Perry is here right now from the Historic Cemetery Preservation Specialist in Tennessee, the Historical Commission.
We knew it was going to be tough.
It's hard.
It is a mouthful,
it's a long title.
but it's very meaningful what you do and super cool.
Yeah.
Can you kind of tell us about the new maps and everything?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, actually, the position only was created 3.5 years ago, and I'm the first one, and nobody knew what to hire because nobody had ever had a cemetery preservation specialist in Tennessee before.
There you go. You nailed it. Yep.
So fortunately, they knew me from the State Museum. I'd done a lot of work, but when I came in, I kind of had some visions, and I've had some help from other states, some of my counterparts there. But to try to build a cemetery map that, you know, in my evil lab, I would say that I want to have every single cemetery that ever existed in Tennessee. And of course, it's a work in progress and it's never going to end. And trust me, I'm finding them out by the day.
And there it is, that map that you're talking about. I mean, you guys have, what, like 33,000 on the new map? Talk about that.
Well, it's interesting because I've been getting calls about this. Not all 33,000 are on the map right now because I have to rely on GPS coordinates to do that. And so the ones that are on the map are the ones I have GPS coordinates for. It's about 2/3 of those, of the 33,000, I think. That's why I am encouraging people to come and, because people, they've already called me and said, why isn't my cemetery on there? Well, it's because I don't have the GPS coordinates.
I was waiting for you to call, right.
And that's why it's connected to the Historic Register. You can actually submit information through Survey 123 and it will go straight to me, and you can actually apply for the Cemetery Register, and there's a criteria to get your cemetery on the State Historic Cemetery Register. Not all will get on that because you have to follow the criteria. However, all the information that I get, man, it goes right in there. So if you send me a GPS coordinate, it's going on there.
Right in.
Yep.
I love that. And it really is very meaningful to families. Any interesting stories or anything that you got?
Well, I will tell you this. I was thinking about that earlier. I've considered myself, I actually have a handwritten sign above my desk that says, grief counselor is in. A lot of times people will be calling me and they will have something tragic to tell me about their family cemeteries and everything. So one of my jobs is to be a cheerleader and to help people to understand that there are other people in the state doing what they're doing. And I want to connect them with those people. I want to connect them to resources and things like that. But there are a lot of tragic stories, and I couldn't really think of one to tell you, but there are. There have been several.
But you're doing a lot of good work, again, to preserve that. I want to talk about the African-American cemeteries. What kind of records do you have on those?
Well, it's interesting because I'm actually an African-American historian by trade.
Very cool.
No kidding.
Yes. And so I'm very, very vehement and passionate about making sure that we map African-American cemeteries. And there are other groups like down at MTSU. We're always trying to help each other find the African-American cemeteries because a lot of them aren't marked or they're not marked well. You see that from time to time, and there has been a history in the South, of course, of people just plowing them over and building houses on them. So I'm trying to stop that.
Very good.
I'm trying to locate every single one. Right now, I have about somewhere around 750 identified, but I will tell you this, because of my research, because of what people post on the internet, sometimes it's just implied that people put their African-American cemetery on there, but you don't know it's African-American. So I'm sure a lot of the cemeteries that I have on there are that, but I haven't received that information yet.
Just
so there's
digging
probably
through
many
it all,
more.
digging through all that information, I should say. But you're doing some amazing work for the state and for the people who are from Tennessee. It's incredible. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I appreciate that.
Yes.
And the Tennessee Historical Commission is busy, but they have a lot of great programs and projects